Welcome back. Now we're talking about women in innovation and creativity, and you're wondering, it's a guy that's talking about the changes with women. Okay. I get the privilege. On April the 26th every year, World Intellectual Property Day is designed to promote the discussion of the role of intellectual property in encouraging innovation and creativity. This year's World Intellectual Property Day celebration is an opportunity to highlight the intellectual property system that can support innovative and creative women, and indeed everyone, in their quest to bring their amazing ideas to the market. Every day, women come up with game-changing inventions and life-enhancing creations that transform lives and advance human understanding, from astrophysics to nanotechnology, and from medicine to artificial intelligence and robotics, and to the kitchen as well. I must mention that.
Oh my God. And maybe to say as a room.
I didn't say anything. You added all that.
Yes.
But
maybe that's too.
You know, we're in Africa, so I needed to add that part for somebody wondering, are we in Africa? Yes. Because in Africa, there's that thing. The woman's place is in the kitchen, and...
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Please don't go there. But, well, it's not Alera and I that are going to talk about this. So we have people in the studio. So let me start with the only man amongst them. Mr. Obafemi Agaba is a partner with Jackson Eti and Edu. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Beside him is Tolu Olaloye, Senior Associate, Jackson Eti and Edu.
Thank you very much for having us.
And to my right, immediate right, is Chinyere Okorocha, whom we've been arguing whether she's of the Okorocha family, but she's Chinyere Okorocha, partner Jackson Eti and Edu.
Good morning, and thanks for having us.
Mrs. Okorocha, let me start with you.
Okay.
Tell us about this World Intellectual Property Day.
Okay, so the World Intellectual Property Day was instituted by an organization called the World Intellectual Property Organization. Its headquarters is in Geneva. And basically, yes, basically it started in the year 2000 when they decided that there should really be a day that we recognize the creativity, innovation, that intellectual property, I guess the role it plays in our daily lives. And so this has been on since 2000, and that's the origin of the event. So it's celebrated every 26th of April, yearly. And my firm, Jackson Eti Edu, being one of the foremost intellectual property firms in the country, decided to always mark the day with an event, either a workshop, a seminar, to promote intellectual property, really.
What are you doing in that company, by the way?
It's a law firm.
Okay.
So we're lawyers,
okay.
you know, so it's a full-service law firm, really. Okay. But intellectual property is one of the...
Is your forte?
Yes, it's one of the practice areas in the firm.
Tolu Lokbe, you're an associate there.
Yes.
So, when you talk about intellectual property and driving or boosting the capacity of women, as this year being the theme of the celebration, how do you think that works? How would that work?
Okay, so this year we're going to be celebrating how intellectual property, which is patent, designs, trademarks, copyrights, and how the women have been able to use their creativity, their innovation. So we'll look at the women in the film industry, the women in the innovative industry, so the medical scientists that have been able to discover drugs for the a drug for cure of cancer, for instance. You know, so that's more like an innovation, or an IT, the people in the IT industry. So what we've seen over the years is that the men are usually being promoted in terms of intellectual property and their creativity and their innovation. So, but this year, the World Intellectual Property Day said, it's time for us to celebrate these women. It's time for us to appreciate their genuinity, their curiosity, their power and their courage to actually go out there and find out the innovative and creativity.
I dare to ask you, how many have been identified already?
Okay, so so right now, in Nigeria,
I can mention the ones I have identified, but as I say, I dare to ask you.
So in Nigeria, we've identified, at least we have like 5 top 20 women that are doing great in innovation and creativity. So we have a lady in Oyo State that's been able to find out that the water hyacinth on the waterways that disturbing the waterway, she was able to reproduce that product into bags, into
The water hyacinth.
yeah,
Yes.
water
Yes, yes.
hyacinth, the leaves.
Yes.
We had her on the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sunrise.
Yes.
Sunrise is doing a lot.
Sunrise is doing a
One
lot.
of those times I was AWOL.
I guess so.
Perhaps, yes.
Yes, so she's doing a lot in terms of that. And then also there's a lady in Abuja presently now. She's been able to get vegetables that we eat in the country that no, we can't produce it in Nigeria. But what she did was that she got containers and then she started producing
also
it so we
seen-
can
I
buy
know
that
her.
in
I know
Nigeria.
her.
Yeah.
And then we also have a Dr. Ola Brown, who is also going to be a panelist on that day. So what she has done is that she's been able to bring into medical emergency. And so we have, if you have issues with medical emergency and you have to travel all over the world, and she's providing her services. So it's like the medical science, instead of you going to the hospital, but you have to go to another place in the country, she's able to provide the services through the helicopter services.
Helicopter ambulance.
Yes.
Air ambulance. We also had her on the show. You see, that's how we've had this woman.
Wow, so we're in sync, you know.
Well, it looks like we're together.
Okay.
Mr. Agaba,
Yes, please.
you're in the midst of the women.
Absolutely.
And this is April the 26th. That's in a couple of days' time.
Absolutely.
So, from your own point of view, is this worth it?
Wow.
That is a big question. And the simple answer to that, it is worth it. Please remember that my mother is a woman.
And your wife.
And my wife
Is a woman.
is a superwoman.
Okay.
So it is important to celebrate women. Every day of my life, I wake up and I see my wife creating things for the home. Let's start from the home front. I see her
See why I mentioned the
creating
kitchen?
things for the home. I'm very choosy, picky with food, and she comes up with different things so that I can be satisfied, and then I can go to the world, conquer, do things
And
that
still
would affect my environment, my society positively. But on a more serious note, when we look around us, we'll find that women are doing a lot of things that helps the society in coming together as one.